Funnels have become like a shiny object for real estate agents that they get so excited about. And then when it comes time to actually implementing them, they're like, okay, maybe this is not as simple as I thought it was going to be. And so today we're talking about the things that agents get wrong or come in with the wrong expectations about when it comes to funnels. And we're also going to talk about why we stopped building funnels for agents. The first thing is when it comes to funnels, the number one thing that I think agents get wrong is maybe they've heard about funnels somewhere, they heard somebody talk about it, they read one of Russell Brunson's books from ClickFunnels, they've heard about ClickFunnels, something like that, and they're like, okay, I need a funnel. And so they treat it like this shiny object that they think that a funnel is just going to fix everything for them. But they miss all of the nuance of it, right? The reality is, when we talk about the nuance, it really comes down to meeting the client where they are in the journey and being able to deliver the correct messaging to the correct person at the correct time. Number two is, if I had $1 for every single time that somebody tried to what we call funnel hack me, which is where they go through my funnel, right? They schedule the consultation, they fill out the intake form, they do all the things in the funnel. And I know that it's agents and I know that it's marketing agencies that are doing it because I see the contact information that's getting submitted. I think that really what is missing here is that they're missing all the nuance, right? Like the funnel is not just about the landing pages, it's about the scripting and the automations that happen on the back end that you'll never see on the actual landing pages. And so when agents are trying to implement this and they're like, this doesn't work, it's because you're not implementing it in the correct way in your business. That would be the equivalent of being like, let me just send out a mailer to a neighborhood and then expecting to get listings without having scripting to convert the incoming calls into an actual consultation or anything like that. The nuance is really where the magic happens. Number three is that agents don't take every single client through their funnels. So we have 5 different types of funnels that we focus on for Orbit. The one that I really recommend for every agent to start with is our conversion funnels because it focuses on the onboarding process. So before you start focusing on lead generation, before you start focusing on the content, having a really great onboarding process becomes the foundation of your business. And so a lot of agents, when they start incorporating funnels into their business, they're like, oh, it's on my site, but then they treat the clients that they work with almost separately from the client experience. Your funnels are the entire onboarding process of signing on a new client. And so it's about the scripting when it comes to getting your clients to go through that funnel rather than just saying, okay, it's there if anybody wants to use it. No, those intake forms are the foundation of number one, what you're going to use to set up your property searches for buyers. And number two, what you're going to use for listing input in the MLS, right? Having them go to the consult page and seeing all of your past clients and reviews, and then making sure that it gets scheduled on your calendar, that they're getting the automations that come along with that. This is part of the foundational process. That would be the equivalent of going to the doctor's office and the doctor's office only giving the medical history forms to every couple of patients, not to every single one of them. You can't effectively do your job if you don't have enough data to help the client make a great decision. Taking every single client through that process is a non-negotiable. I think we're at number 4 now, is that agents treat their content and their relationships as 2 separate things. Now, next week, we're actually dropping our content funnels challenge. It's going to be a free challenge that you're more than welcome to join us in. And so I wanted to touch on this one really quickly. Now, when we think about our content, that is just a digital manifestation of our relationships online, right? So when we think about our relationships, though that is a one-to-one sort of experience, think about your content as a one-to-many or a one-to-one at scale type of mindset. And so when we start looking at our content and our relationships as separately, it's no wonder that the idea of building content feels so overwhelming and so frustrating and so difficult, right? But if we focus on treating our content as a way to deepen our existing relationships, all of a sudden it opens up a whole new world of possibility. And so when we launch the Content Funnels Challenge next week, we're going to take you through all the nuance of that. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about in today's episode is why we stopped doing the done for you funnels. Now, when we originally started, we used to have a done for you process. We charged agents a little bit extra to go and do the funnels for them. But what we found was that in order for us to deliver that effectively, we still need to capture a bunch of information from you. And so we would take that and turn it into the funnels. And then there would be things like the domain connection and things like that need to be done. And so now, as we've evolved through our own kind of onboarding process to make it easier for agents, we have that same form that actually pre-fills most of the funnel. And so when we were doing it for agents, what we were finding was that the issue that we were running into with agents was not that it was too difficult, it's that the agents did not even want to take the time to put together their logo, to get us their bio, to put together the past client photos. While we've made the process as simple as possible for the agents who are willing to do that, we can't build a funnel for someone if we don't have the assets that we need to do that for. And so now, like I said, we have the form that pre-fills your funnels for you. And so that will take you to 80 or 90% and makes it really easy for you to just finish out the rest of it. And with our challenges, we legitimately could not make this any possibly easier. If we can't get our agents to give us the assets that we need to finish their funnels, then we can't do a funnel for you. And so we found that happy medium in the sense of making it really easy that you fill out the form and then pretty much takes you to 80 or 90% in terms of getting your funnels up and ready. And then we have our weekly mastermind to make sure that if an agent gets stuck, they know exactly what to do. We have like hands-on help that you will get your questions answered. And we found that has been a great kind of happy medium for getting agents adopting really quickly, getting them the results that they need, while also making sure that our team is not chasing down agents begging for something as simple as, hey, I literally just need your photo. I just need your logo. I just need this and that. And so it saves our agents a lot of money. And that's how we stopped doing our done for you option. So with that in mind, join us in the Facebook group. As always, we have our discussion questions going on there. And so I would love to hear your thoughts about today's episode and about the things that agents get wrong about funnels as well. So I'll see you in the Facebook group.